today for our third video, I really don't know which one this is going to be in the order I upload it. Can I pat my weave? Because it's itching.
Fuck this shit. Oh!
So today I went on my Instagram, and if you're not following me on Instagram, like, what are you doing? Go and follow me. That is where I'm from, really. I'm trying to transition from Instagram to YouTube. So that will be down below. This is awkward. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know who I am. But if you don't, you don't. And I asked my Instagram followers to ask me some questions to get to know me. I feel like that's a good, like, beginner YouTuber video. Like, in your first 10 videos, have a get to know me, and then I can do this every 1,000 subscribers. I'm so used to Instagram. I'm gonna keep calling you guys followers when you're not followers. You're subscribers. I wrote this down because that's how we're going to do things, and yeah. So, first question is, first memory regarding culture. Not exactly sure what that means, but let's see. My mom would play a lot of classic 70s soul, Motown, Marvin Gaye, Aretha Franklin, Diana Ross, stuff like that, and a lot of blaxploitation films from the 70s. A lot of Black Dracula, a lot of Rudy Ray Moore films, Dolomite, all of that sort of jazz. And I guess that was like, it's Black American culture, I guess. I'm also part Panamanian. My dad is from Panama. I do not speak the Spanish. Okay, so I speak a little bit. I learned it in college and high school, but and also big Sunday dinners and fried chicken, and yeah, that's first memory regarding culture, I guess, would be that. So we answered that. We're crossing that off. Okay. Do you have any siblings? I do. I have an older brother. He's going to be 40 next year. He turns 39. Well, he turned 39 yesterday. I am such a bad sister. Yeah, he turned 39 yesterday, so he's pretty old. No offense to okay, sorry about that to anyone that's 40. Okay, it's a joke. Okay, I need to stop apologizing. That's something I'm going to learn to stop doing really quick on YouTube, is apologizing so much. Like, Penny, please stop apologizing. Is your family from New York or another state originally? My family is born and raised in New York. Well, I won't say raised. We also have roots in Florida. Maybe that's why we're so freaking crazy. It's the Florida part of us. Yeah, we have some roots in Florida. And yeah, my mom told me stories of like alligators or something. They can crawl up the fucking toilet or some shit. I don't know, but that was a thing. But yeah, New York, born and raised all over New York, mostly Queens. What inspires your current style the most? Well, right now I'm just in my Lana Del Rey Cinnamon Girl shirt that I got at the LA pop-up. I love it. It's a Cinnamon Girl. I love it. So I'm actually, on most days I'm pretty chill, and I'm in like Vans and blue loose jeans or black skinnies, a shirt, something like this, like my little tweed jacket, like very Chanel-esque. But that's just like work and stuff. But when I'm going out and when I'm the real me, I don't know, what in the 60s, of course, the 1960s, and 70s, but mainly the 1960s inspires my style. The colors, the bold makeup, the emphasis on big eyes, which I have, the emphasis on long legs, which I have because I'm 5'9". Yeah, I like that. I love the 60s and the 70s as well. And I also like to incorporate sometimes 1980s sunset stripper look, the sunset stripper. I like to incorporate that, but mainly 60s to 70s is what inspires my style the most. And also just obscure films, Hammer horror films, giallo horror, Italian horror films. That sort of shindig is pretty much like the mecca of my style, and mixing in some heavy metal and occultism and a bunch of weird stuff makes me. When was your last serious relationship? Crickets. Yeah, no. There is no serious relationship like ever with me. I never had like a serious boyfriend. I'm kind of like really wholesome and a late bloomer, and I'm not joking. That's pretty embarrassing, huh? Guys really don't talk to me. I have dated guys, of course, but no one wanted me to ever be like a girlfriend, and my experience dating guys has all been crazy and traumatizing, and I'm ready to date. I want to find a boyfriend. I want to find myself a biker cowboy hybrid who's a sweetheart and also plays music, and he's an outlaw like Waylon Jennings. That's what I'm kind of like holding out for. Don't think I'm gonna find that here in sunny Los Angeles or any normal guy really. It's pretty bad out here. But the longest like dating moment like with a dude, oh my god, I can say it was like a year, but it was never official because he was going back and forth with his girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, and that's another issue I have. Unfortunately, this is horrible, but every guy I've liked has had someone else in their life that they still like, or they're kind of dating, and I was the other woman, and they lied saying that they weren't together, and that is a big theme in my dating life. Okay, I'm back. I had to get something for the next question. What was your teen years like? Well, if you follow me on Instagram, you probably have seen this post, but here's a photo of me in 9th grade. I was goth AF. My mom was really cool. She let me express myself in whatever way I wanted to express myself. And if that meant wearing black lipstick and upside down crosses and whatever, yeah. And my mom also, at the age of 14, let me get my lip pierced, my lip ring, right here. She let me do that, and that is so cool. I love my mom. So I was a weirdo. I was goth. I was into witchcraft. I've been into that sort of thing since like the age 7. So yeah, definitely a weirdo. And here's the photo of me in 9th grade, my first year in high school, my freshman portraits. Here she is. Okay, so that's me. Black lips. I got 3 long tears down my face. Lips bend big. Kylie who? Kylie Jenner challenge what? Like, they bend big, honey. Yeah, so that was me in 9th grade. This girl got teased a lot, but this girl made this girl who she is today, being a weirdo and loving that. And if you're in high school, be you. It does get better. High school does not matter. Literally, as soon as I graduated, like, none of that shit mattered. Like, I was like, wow. Like, none of that matters. The cliques, it doesn't matter because In high school, you're in your own little bubble. That's your world. Once you guys all start separating, you're in the world with everyone else, not just a fucking school. Sorry, I cuss a lot. That's something we're gonna have to work on with this channel, okay? Okay. That was done. Okay, next question. And these are actual questions. I wrote them down, okay? So don't say I'm making this up. I even have screen caps. Okay, next question. What is your ultimate goals in life? To be an entertainer by whatever means necessary, whether that's Instagram influencer, YouTuber, an actress, a model. Currently right now I do some modeling work and like music videos and stuff, but my biggest goal in life is to be an actress. Like, if I can work with Quentin Tarantino and David Lynch, I would be the happiest girl in the world, and I would be so grateful. And so, because those guys mean so much to me as an artist and as a creative and entertainer, and that it's like the big goal is to be in a Quentin Tarantino film. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen because I'm claiming that. It's going to happen, and I'm so excited for when it does happen. So yeah, that's the goal, and to be successful in the arts and having what I love be my paycheck. I want the American dream, really, which is being happy with my job, which unfortunately most of us aren't, and that's what I want to work towards. So yeah. What was it like moving from a small rural town to moving to LA? Well, first, I want to say that my town definitely isn't like rural by any chance. It's a small town for sure. Small suburban town. We have farms and shit, like fuck yeah, and trailer parks and that lovely shit. But I don't want to be like, oh, I lived in Arkansas or something, you know. But it's a big change. Like, I hear sirens and ambulance, and there's a lot of fighting outside sometimes with the homeless people, which is a big issue here in LA. It's a crisis. That's really sad, and that was really hard to see, like Skid Row, or seeing so many tents outside. I'm not used to seeing that. Like, it was hard. You know, it still is hard at first, but it kind of sucks to say, but you kind of become so like desensitized. You see it every day. It's like, oh, okay, there's a tent. Okay, yeah, it happens. Like, which is horrible to say, but yeah. But I would say it was and it is exciting. And had I never moved, none of my dreams would even be possible of coming true. So you have to face your fears and do something that scares you, because that is what life is all about, is doing things that scare you and living through them, hopefully, you know. I mean, okay, oh man, I am awkward. What are your style inspirations? Kind of already answered this previously, but I'll reiterate. 60s, 70s, a little bit of the 80s, mostly the 60s. It's a big chunk of it. And obscure films, giallo and Hammer horror films are what definitely inspires a big chunk of my style. But on a normal day-to-day, like a chill day like today, where I'm doing like soft glam, I'm wearing a Jackie Aina palette. Just soft glam on the eyes, lash, a red lip, bam, she's done. Some blush, some highlight. For me, this is like a natural low-key makeup, even though I sell like 500 products. But next question, my go-to meal. My go-to. Okay, your girl, she likes to eat, okay? Like, let's be honest here. I'm sure that doesn't come as a surprise to any of you that I like to eat. Like, come on. Okay, I like to eat. And I say this as I have freaking blueberry muffins and freaking dark chocolate ganache cake right next to me because goals. My go-to meal, if I'm going out and I can pick anything I want, I definitely want it to be a double bacon cheeseburger with avocado and barbecue sauce. I don't like ketchup, so I always use barbecue sauce instead of ketchup, and especially if it's a bacon cheeseburger, like, it should have barbecue sauce. So sometimes I'll put an onion ring. I don't like onion rings, but on top of a bacon cheeseburger, I love that shit. So bacon cheeseburger with avocado and barbecue sauce with a side of sweet potato fries. Has to be sweet potato. Like, my go-to meal, like, if it's like my favorite go-to meal, like, that's that. But my go-to struggle meal is definitely pizza rolls, and I eat pizza rolls a lot. Pizza rolls and frozen pizza, like, hi, sodium, nice to meet you. High blood pressure, we know her. We are starting to know her, and I shouldn't be starting to know her. My primary care was like, you're too young to have your blood pressure high like this. We're gonna put you on 5 milligrams of a medicine to lower your blood pressure. And I'm like, I need a slice of pizza. Favorite spots in LA is the next question. That's hard. I really don't go out that often. Maybe that's why I'm single. I stay on the internet. I like it here. It's safe. It's safe for the most part here. I like the internet. It's home. It's home. It's comfy. It's cozy. I like it here. But as for like favorite spots in LA, I would have to say I don't have any like spot, but I do like Echo Park and Silver Lake. Like, I can give you areas I like. Echo Park and Silver Lake. I like the how do I phrase it? The East Hollywood, I guess, like Hollywood and Western area to Hollywood and Vine. I don't like Hollywood and Highland. Like, that is not cute. Like, if you live in LA, like, that is like Times Square, and that's just like a tourist central, and everyone's walking so slow looking at stars on the ground. Stars on the ground, honey. Like, you're like, let's pick it up. We have places to go. Tips for people moving to LA on their own. Save your money. Like, as soon as I knew I wanted to live here, I was working at a supermarket back home called Stop and Shop. That was my first job, and I worked it throughout college, and I only saved money my senior year of college because I knew I was going to move to LA. There was no buts, if, and, or maybes. She was gonna move there, so. And she did that. Like, a month after graduating college, she moved to LA. She did that. Black girl magic. But save your money. Have a plan. And if you can, come here with a job first. If you can work at a Shane retailer like an H&M or Forever 21, a Zara, a place where you can transfer from your town store in the mall to a store in LA, a Starbucks, like something like that. I didn't have that. It was fate, and it was my time to move here because luckily I applied for a boutique job in Beverly Hills, and she interviewed me via FaceTime on my iPhone. And I got the job. And I was like, holy smokes, I'm moving to LA. What? Like, is this real? Did I really just do this? Oh, yeah, Penny. You did that, girl. You did it. You did that. You did it. Don't be afraid. Like, it's going to be scary. It's going to be hard. You're going to get homesick. You're gonna cry. You're gonna miss your family. You're gonna miss your friends. You're even gonna miss your old life. Even if you lived in the most boring town, you will miss it. Because this is so different from anything I've ever experienced before. This is my first time living in a city. Save a lot of money. Get a motel, not an Airbnb. Do it as cheap as possible. I lived in a motel in Boyle Heights that had cockroaches this big. And there was a lot of gang activity, but I didn't care. Like, I can handle the hood. Like, you know, ain't not new to me. But, you know, But that time in my life was so special, like coming here, living in a motel, going to work in Beverly Hills at that, and traveling all the way to East LA in a motel. And that was such a special time, just like thinking about it. It's like, wow, I'm proud of myself. What were you like as a child? I was a bookworm. I was always in the summer reading clubs in school. I mean, not in school, in the summertime. Like, most kids don't want to read on summer vacation. I was that girl, because if you read X amount of books, you get like different prizes every week, and I love that stuff. I got bullied a lot for being different and weird, being the weird black girl when there's like only 1 or 2 other black people in your classroom. Okay? You literally stick out, not only because you're black, but because you're weird. So that was kind of traumatizing. Is there anything from your childhood that influenced your current aesthetic? As a kid, my brother played Jackie Brown by Quentin Tarantino all the time, and I can repeat some scenes verbatim. So Quentin Tarantino, like, you've been with me since I was a child, so you're like my daddy now. Can I call you daddy? Okay. That's weird. Don't do that, Penny. Just, what if he sees this? I'm like, you're daddy, but you are daddy, Quentin. You are daddy.
You are my daddy.
Classic Americana, the trailer parks, the poor people. That does inspire my aesthetic. Because there's something very comforting about that to me, and like little cheap bodegas and delis and cigarettes, the smell of a Marlboro Red, like the smell of a Newport, the smell of a taxi driver, like the taxi drivers back home, usually they're like these like 70s porn stash white dudes, older guys. They smell like Marlboro Reds, and like it's just like the smell of the gas station. Like, there's a specific smell, and whenever I smell it, I go back home, like, mentally. I can't even describe it, but there's a smell of even the houses of the people that I knew. There were even the white people that my family knew. People might call them white trash. There's a white trash smell that I fucking love. And I don't know how to describe it, but all their homes had that smell, and sometimes I'll just get a whiff of it. So yeah, trailer trash, that inspires my current aesthetic in Quentin Tarantino. Where did you get Miss Mojo, and how did she get her name? All right, I'm gonna go on a mission to try to find my cat. It's okay. All right, guys, we're back. We have a special guest. It's Miss Mojo. Miss Mojo. So Mojo, they want to know how you got your name. Well, Miss Mojo's birth name is actually Sophia Loren. I got her at an animal shelter here in LA 2 months or so after moving into my apartment, and I got her during the Christmas time. Cats were on sale, I guess, for $25 to adopt a little kitten or cat, and I fell in love with her. If I can find the address, I'll leave the link to where I adopted this beautiful angel who I love so much. But Miss Mojo, she's named after Jim Morrison, who was called Mr. Mojo Rising. So, Mojo, look at the cam. Look at the cam. Okay. Mommy loves you so much. Mwah. Mwah. Okay. Go be cat now. So yeah, I named her after Jim Morrison. And that's pretty much that. Yeah, Jim Morrison. Her birth name was Sophia Loren. The fact that she was named after a classic Italian actress born into the glamour lifestyle my cat was, I was like, okay, she's meant to be my cat. Her birth name was Sophia Loren. Second to last question. Phrase and or word you use the most? I say fuck a lot. Like, I say fucking too much. Will I ever stop? Who knows? Like, I don't want to make any promises. I don't know. I may never stop fucking saying fuck. I say that a lot, and I also say, what a day. What a day. And like, I could just walk into work for 1 minute. I didn't even do anything. What a day. Like, I'm so dramatic. I'm such a Leo sometimes. Like, I'm that girl. What else do I say a lot? I meow. That could be why I'm single. Last question is a deep one, so we're going to get a little bit serious here. And it's by someone who I love, so let me read this. Hi, Angel. We've been basically sisters for 10 years and relate so much. So this question is more to help others understand you and me and anyone else who feels the same. How does it feel when others who have the same mental illnesses seem to have it together and breeze through life compared to us being debilitated by it? Does it make you feel inferior as it does me? First, I'm going to say I love you so much. You are my sister, my best friend. You're not even a best friend, you're family. You're my freaking sister, and I would be lost and dead without you. That's just tea. Love you so much, my blue lady. Wow. So that's a deep one. Well, the thing about mental illness is that we all don't show it. So just because others may seem to have it together and to be able to breeze through life doesn't mean that they are. You know, we can take, for example, all the celebrities that has passed away with these, you know, mental illnesses, and may seem that they had it all together, like Robin Williams. Even though none of us knew he had depression really, but let's say if we knew, we would think, oh, he has it together. He's able to live his dreams and be an actor and a comedian, and he's still doing it even though he has this debilitating illness. He's still making it work, but he still felt how you feel. He just didn't show it. And for people like me and you, we are open books, and when I'm sad, I'm sad. There's no hiding it. I can't hide it if I wanted to. I'm very emotional and expressive, and yeah, so there's that. I feel no one with mental illness is able to breeze through it. Like, it's a hard thing. It's impossible to breeze through it. You find ways to get through it, but it's not a breeze. It's not a walk in the park. It's not easy. It's not simple. There's no breathing. There's just a lot of fighting, and you have to fight every day to maintain. You have to fight your urges sometimes and get up there and go out there and just do the damn thing. However, if you can't right now, that doesn't make you any less than anyone. But also because of social media, I guess it makes everyone seem that everyone is doing something, even if they are mentally ill, but that is not the case. For me, when it's bad, it's bad. When it's good, it's okay. So right now it's good, and I'm able to do things like this, start a YouTube channel and get myself out there, and I'm productive. But depression is a cycle, and when it comes back and when it hits me, I am just crushed and I can't do anything. But for me, I try to take these moments, the months, quarter of a year, half a year, whatever, that I have of somewhat of a more sane mind, to try to get as much shit done for when the cycle comes back and I can't do anything. And I can look back at that and be like, you know what, Penny, this is a cycle. You have fought this demon so many times, and girl, you're still here, and you'll fight it again. So I think it's kind of like knowing your opponent, your depression, your anxiety, your PTSD, whatever. It's your opponent. You're like, it's like a boxing match, right? And you keep battling the same person, you start knowing their moves. Like, oh, I noticed whenever I swing right, he does something else or whatever, like you start knowing what they're going to do next. And that's kind of me with my diagnosed depression. I know it comes in cycles. I know how it comes sometimes. I know sometimes it just comes out of nowhere, but I know it. And even though it can get really bad and really dark, I know it. And I know I've beat this thing for years. And it's not stronger than me, and it's not stronger than you. But it starts with just faking it honestly until you make it, even if you feel like this thing will never end. And unfortunately, it may not ever end. Like, it's an illness. It's a chronic illness that we will probably have to live with for the rest of our lives. But that doesn't mean that we can't have great lives, just like anyone with any other illness, you know? Like, you can still make the most of it. And I don't ever feel inferior to people that are able to be productive when they're going through if they have mental illness, because that could be their like resurrection, their phoenix stage. You know, I'm in my phoenix stage right now. I'm like rising above. But when it goes back down, you don't know that because they're not posting, they're not showing it. So I don't know if that answered your question, but that's how it is for me. And yeah, that is the end of my questions. We'll do this again when I get another 1,000 followers. I mean, subscribers. I'm so used to saying followers because I am an Instagram girl. But we have now ended. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Please come back. And you know what? To make sure you come back, you should hit that subscribe button and sign up for some, what is it, like the post notifications? I don't know. I'm new to this. Please like, yes, smash that like button. That's something people say. Smash it. I will see you guys in the next time. Really soon. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this wild, crazy, weird, psychotic journey, and I'm so happy that you guys are here for it. Mwah! See you soon.